Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, fellow Toastmasters and guests. Welcome to the Whitefield Toastmasters meeting number 84. Let's start with the clap. So to start with, shall we all repeat our mission for the Toastmasters Club? It is written here, you can read. So we provide a supportive and positive learning experience in which members are empowered to develop communication and leadership skills, resulting in greater self-confidence and personal growth. Thank you. So there are 3 golden rules. So anybody want to say what is the first one? Switch off your phone or put it into silent. Let's take 5 seconds to do that. Okay. Second, when somebody is speaking, do not interrupt or do any movement that will disturb the speaker. You can move in or move out of the room when people are clapping. That is the gap between 2 speeches. And third, avoid speaking about sex, religion or politics. And most importantly, encourage all the speakers with your applause. Okay, and the water bottles are kept in this room on both sides. You can use it when required. The restrooms are outside. When you exit on the left side, you can take help from the security who is seated there. So this meeting will be recorded and uploaded in YouTube. So in case if anybody do not want them to be recorded, just inform me. We will switch off the recording when you are on the stage. And we are using this mics. This is a clip-on mic. This is just for recording purpose. It won't amplify your voice, so ensure that you speak loudly so everybody can hear. And when you are done with your speech, hand over your mic to the next person who is coming to the stage. So now let's welcome our own aerospace engineer, president of our club, Akshay. Presiding officer. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning. How is everyone doing? Good. Sleepy already? Till now? It's 11. Okay, so as I always start with a question. The question for the audience today is anyone out there sitting here knows 5 or more than 5 languages? Read, write, and obviously understand.
We can name 5 though.
I can name 10 then, or maybe 20. Yes, you can speak 5 languages.
Whoa.
What are those 5 languages, sir?
Hindi, Sindhi, Bengali, Spanish, and English.
Spanish you can speak.
Yes.
Already feeling illiterate, yeah. Yes, ma'am, you were saying.
So Hindi, English, Bengali, Spanish again, and
And German. Okay. Anyone from this side of the audience? I'm with you. No problem. Okay, so actually for today's meeting we are celebrating this particular diversity and confluence. And for today's meeting, there are so many role players who will be taking up their native languages and they will be delivering their particular roles in their native languages only. And on this particular note, as we are celebrating the diversity of the languages in India, I'll start the meeting number 84 of Whitefield Toastmasters with a stroke of gavel. So, as the ritual of Whitefield Toastmasters, I will ask any first-timer guest who are there in the Whitefield Toastmaster for the very first time, please raise their hand. 1. Yes, we have 3, 4, and 5. So we'll start from here. Sir, you have to tell us about yourself, like 3 basic questions. What is your name? Where do you stay in Bangalore? And how do you got to know about Whitefield Toastmasters? Yeah, you can stand.
Hi, my name is Vivek and I live from Patna, Bihar. I live near Whitefield only.
Okay.
I've been here in Bangalore for more than 2 years. And I heard Toastmasters after some research about public speaking clubs. So we want to know about from Reddit, which is a social media platform. That's something.
Okay, thank you. Welcome, Ritik. Yes, sir, please.
Hi, my name is Uttar. I am from Delhi. I moved to Bangalore something like 2 years back. Currently, I live in Bangalore. And I am today come with my wife, Sakshi. Apart from that, I got to know Toastmasters roughly 10 years back.
Okay.
Yeah, so I got to also, because it's a culmination of few things. One was about public speaking. I wanted to have confidence on stage. Second is by my friends. So some of my friends joined Toastmasters and they gave good feedback. And, they joined different chapters, some in Delhi, some in other parts of the country. They gave me good feedback that Toastmasters is something you should look forward to. However, somehow it never materialized for me. And this time I finally taken the plunge and decided to join Toastmasters.
Thank you so much, sir. Ritik, Utkarsh, we'll move on to you, ma'am. Yes. Yes.
Hi everyone, my name is Sakshi. So I'm from Jabalpur, Madhya Pradesh, and I'm a management consultant at Japanese firm. And currently living in Bangalore for last since it has been 2 years. And I live in Jabalpur area. And I got to know about Toastmasters from one of my friends in college. Although it was 5 years ago, but then I couldn't join that time, and finally I got time to join now. And apart from that, like I have 3 goals why I'm here. First is definitely to connect with like-minded people. Second is to learn the art of public speaking, communications, and then lastly to prepare myself to take up the leadership roles. So these are the 3 motivations.
Thank you so much. Welcome, Sakshi. Yes, ma'am.
Hi everyone, my name is Prerna. So I'm from Kolkata. I've been in Bangalore for around 4 to 5 years. So I am aware of Toastmasters from a long time again, but never had the chance, never took it seriously. I was aware of it, but now I wanted to improve on my public speaking skills and communication skills because it is going to help me in different aspects. So that is when I connected with one of my friends who was also part of Toastmasters and some other club. So that's how I decided and stayed moving to my friends.
Okay. Welcome. So just let me recall the name and before I move to the next get, Ritik, Utkarsh, Sakshi and Prerna. Okay, I am bad with remembering the names. That's why. Okay, any guest left? Any first timer guest? Okay. Okay, so please, yes, sir, please.
Hello everyone, my name is Mallikarjuna. I am part of HP Toastmasters. I am from Nellore, Andhra Pradesh. First, I would like to thank for dedicating my speech for this club, especially Radha, for giving me this opportunity. We recently started in HP January 2024, and this is my second term, and I am serving as a DP Education and SARO. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Ma'am, you have just entered. Hi. Hello. So, you just have to introduce yourself. What's your name? No, you can stand there and you can tell. You just have to tell your name. How do you got to know about Whitefield Toastmasters? And where do you stay in Bangalore?
Hi, I'm Devi Kumar. I stay beyond Whitefield, near Hoskote. I almost considered perhaps not taking it late, so but then I was encouraged to come in nevertheless. What else do you want to know?
How do you got to know about Toastmasters?
So actually, when I was in Bangalore, I was aware of the Toastmasters Club. I've attended a few, but then it just kind of conflicted about my schedules at that point. When I moved to Whitefield, I kind of started to look around towards the club, and it's just an internet search that brought me here, and somebody added me to WhatsApp group, and here I am today.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Welcome. Please
Can I
give.
know my name?
No,
Yeah, my name is Sonia.
Okay. Okay. So please give it up for all the guests in the house, please. Guys. So before I move on towards the theme and call the TMOD for the day, we are introducing a new section. This is the question and answer segment, which will be towards the end of the meeting. I'll be coming back again onto this stage. Until then, you have to observe each and every one and each and every role, what is going on in what sequential manner. And any questions which you have, you can note it down, and we will have a 5 to 7 minutes question session at the end of the meeting while we are announcing the results and all. And at that time, you can clear your doubts. Okay. Note the questions, each and everything, because people have a lot of doubts regarding paths and roles, which particular team has what particular role players under them. So all those things, any doubt which you have, you can ask all the guests and the members as well. Okay. So now it's time to call the TMOD of the day, the Toastmaster of the day, and this person has her roots from Tamil Nadu, Bhopal and Gujarat. You can actually visualize, right? Tamil Nadu, Bhopal and Gujarat. So who better than this person to take up this role for the day? And she is a project manager in a startup, our very capable VP Education. Please help me welcome Toastmaster of the day, Radha Kashinathan, please.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Toastmaster. I think our president and presiding officer, Toastmaster Akshay, deserves a better round of applause. Thank you so much for starting the meeting on a greater energy, and we'll make sure that we follow that. Good morning, everybody.
Morning.
How are you doing?
Rather, you will not be recorded, right? If you don't have
I'm wearing my mic, yeah. But good catch. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Shweta. How many of you remember those school mornings where we would wake up early, dress neatly, go to school to attend flag hosting ceremonies? We would participate in cultural events, speech contests, and enjoy those delicious laddus offered by our school. Those days were amazing, isn't it?
Yes.
Also, do you also remember the first time you casted your vote? The first time you opened a bank account? The first time you got a driving license? The first time you stepped into workforce? The first time you took your parents out for a lunch or dinner with your first salary? For most of us, it's basic. It's not a big deal. No. There were so many amazing people. I would call them the greatest sons and daughters of motherland India, who sacrificed their lives so that we can have access to all these amazing opportunities. We can enjoy the freedom and the joy. So before we start the meeting and I explain you other things, can we have a salute and a huge round of applause for all those amazing people because of whom we are having this meeting today freely. India, as a nation, it's beautiful. We all are proud Indians. India is famously known for so many things, for its diverse cultures, camaraderie, culinary experiences, cultures, people, languages, modernization, technological enhancements, and so many other aspects which makes India a wholesome country. Today, at Whitefield Toastmasters Club, we are going to host the first ever multilingual meeting with a theme based on Independence Day. I congratulate everybody because we celebrated our 78th Independence Day, and I welcome you to the first ever multilingual Toastmasters meeting. So those who are attending for the first time, let me tell you, it's a little different and special too. Why? Number one, multilingual. Usually any Toastmasters meeting is conducted in English language, but to honor the diversity and inclusion and the beauty of different languages and cultures of India, we will have different languages in this particular meeting. So you will be hearing bits and pieces in languages such as Hindi, Tamil, Gujarati, Sindhi, Bengali, and so many other languages. Number 2, role players will be introducing themselves in their native languages, but the prepared speeches and final report submission will be in English so that it's clear for everybody. I hope this kind of special edition is clear for everyone. Yes? No? Yes. And the last thing, which is one of the sessions special, that is we will be having a special musical performance by a special person. I'll be sharing more details at the end, but now let me begin the meeting. Because I hail from Gujarat, I spent all my life in Gujarat, so I'll explain the segments of Toastmasters meeting in Gujarati. સર્વસામાન્ય રીતે દરેક ટોસ્ટમાસ્ટર્સ બેઠકને 3 વિભાગોમાં વિભાજિત કરવામાં આવે છે. પહેલો, પ્રસ્તાવિત ભાષણ એટલે કે પ્રિપેર્ડ સ્પીચ. આ વિભાગમાં સભ્યો મેમ્બર્સ પોતપોતાના શિક્ષણ માર્ગદર્શિકા પાથવેઝ ઉદ્દેશો આધારિત તેમના ભાષણો રજૂ કરે છે. બીજો, ટેબલ ટોપિક્સ ઓર ઇમ્પ્રોમ્પ્ટુ સ્પીચ. આ વિભાગમાં સભ્યો અને મહેમાનો મેમ્બર્સ એન્ડ ગેસ્ટ ભાગ લઈ શકે છે. આ અધિવેશનમાં તમને એક વિષય આપવામાં આવશે જેમાં તમારે 1 થી 2 મિનિટ માટે તાત્કાલિક ભાષણ એટલે કે ઇમ્પ્રોમ્પ્ટુ સ્પીચ આપવું હશે. એન્ડ 3 અને છેલ્લો વિભાગ અવલોકન કે મૂલ્યાંકન ઇવેલ્યુએશન્સ. કહેવાય છે કે પ્રતિસાદ એ વિજેતાઓનો માટેનો નાસ્તો છે. ફીડબેક ઇઝ બ્રેકફાસ્ટ ફોર ચેમ્પિયન્સ. જો કોઈ કન્સ્ટ્રક્ટિવ પ્રતિસાદ નહીં હોય તો સુધારણા માટે કોઈ સ્થાન નથી. મુખ્ય સમીક્ષક કે જનરલ ઇવેલ્યુએટર અને તેમની સમીક્ષકોની ટોળી તમને વિવિધ વિભાગોમાં આકારશે અને વધુ સારા જાહેર ભાષક પબ્લિક સ્પીકર બનવામાં મદદ કરશે. General evaluator will be the person who, along with her or his team of evaluators, will be evaluating us on different aspects. Today we have someone who says, so for her, independence means to live and let live. One of our favorite Independence Day celebration memories is from her school days, where she used to lead the greenhouse in the parade, holding a flag in her hand with the drums beating and everyone parading in sync was her best memory. She works at Accenture as a workday consultant. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for our general evaluator, Toastmaster Ankita.
Good morning, everyone. So, my introduction is going to be in Bengali. সকল টোস্টমাস্টার্স এবং অতিথিদের আমার অনেক অনেক শুভেচ্ছা. A grand welcome to all of you. আজকে সবাইকে রঙিন পোশাকে দেখে খুবই ভালো লাগছে. I love the color code in which everyone is dressed. আজকের মিটিংয়ে জেনারেল ইভ্যালুয়েটর হয়ে আমার প্রধান দায়িত্ব তোমাদের সবার ওপরে নজর রাখা. I hope everyone is able to get it. মিটিংয়ে কি কি ভালো হচ্ছে, what is going well, আর কোন ব্যাপারগুলোতে আরও উন্নতি করার সুযোগ আছে, means what are the places where there are chances of improvement. আমার টিমের মধ্যে আরও 3 জন আছে, there are 3 people along with me, যাদের আমরা সংক্ষেপে ট্যাগ টিম বলি, which means timer, hour counter and grammarian. So I would like to introduce them in the order of GAT, that is grammarian, hour counter and timer. So today as a grammarian we have a person to whom independence means living each day without regrets. And his favorite Independence Day memory is painting in competitions that used to happen in his school. He is a software engineer by profession, and with a big round of applause, I would love to welcome Toastmaster Arun.
So thank you, General Evaluator. So I'm Arun. I'm actually from Kerala, but I'll do this speech in Hindi. तो नमस्कार दोस्तों. तो आज के मीटिंग में मैं ग्रामेरियन का रोल प्ले करने वाला हूं और मेरी रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी ये रहेगी कि जो भी स्पीकर इस मंच पर आएगा तो मैं उनका स्पीच ध्यान से सुनूंगा और उसमें जो लैंग्वेज का अच्छा या बुरा यूसेज होगा उसे नोट डाउन करूंगा ताकि हर स्पीकर को पता चले कि उनका जो पॉजिटिव एरियाज़ और एरियाज़ ऑफ इम्प्रूवमेंट क्या हैं और मीटिंग के अंत में मैं अपना रिपोर्ट भी प्रेजेंट करूंगा. तो आज का वर्ड ऑफ द डे और इडियम ऑफ द डे भी प्रेजेंट करना मेरी रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी है. तो आज का वर्ड ऑफ द डे है कॉन्फ्लुएंस. तो इसका मतलब होता है कि किसी भी चीज़ों का जब मिलन होता है तो उसे कॉन्फ्लुएंस कहते हैं. और इसे ये कुछ भी हो सकता है जैसे कि आर्टिस्टिक स्टाइल्स या कल्चर का मिलन हो रहा है या फिर रिवर्स और पीपल मिल रहे हैं, सबको कॉन्फ्लुएंस कहते हैं. So just to give an example, the confluence of different artistic styles created a unique and captivating performance. और आज का idiom of the day है to stand shoulder to shoulder. और इसका मतलब होता है कि जब हम मिलजुल के किसी प्रॉब्लम को फेस करते हैं तो basically to stand together often in a challenging situation. तो to give an example, the team stood shoulder to shoulder ready to face a tough opponent. तो आपसे दरख्वास्त है कि जब भी कोई स्पीकर यहाँ पर आएगा तो इन दो शब्दों को आप अपने स्पीच में यूज़ करिएगा. और ऑडियंस से भी ये गुजारिश है कि अगर आप सुने कि कोई स्पीकर इन वर्ड्स को यूज़ कर रहा है तो एक थम्स अप दे के उन्हें एनकरेज कीजिएगा. तो हाँ, दैट्स ऑल फ्रॉम मी. सो बैक टू द जनरल वैल्यू.
Thank you, Arun.
This one.
Okay, so next we have a person for whom independence means dancing worst when no one is watching, which is my favorite also, and dancing and bursting out on his worst dance moves and his own tunes. And his favorite Independence Day celebration memory is, he answers it this way. Remember that sensational group song sung together in school? Nanna Munna, Rahi Rahi Hoon, Desh Ka Sipahi Hoon, Bolo Mere Sang Jai Hind, Jai Hind. He works at Bog Warner, India, and I would like to introduce Nitish, the timer for today.
Hello everyone, my name is Nitish and today I am playing a role of timer and I will introduce myself in my mother tongue Marathi. Okay. नमस्कार माझे प्रिय टोस्ट मास्टर बंधू आणि भगिनींनो, कसे आहात तुम्ही आज? आनंदी, उत्साही आणि खूप छान आहात ना? आज मला खूप आनंद वाटतो की आज माझा रोल मी माझ्या मातृभाषे मराठीमध्ये वेळ निरीक्षक म्हणजे टायमर म्हणून करणार आहे. नेहमीप्रमाणे आजच्या भाषेच्या सत्रामध्ये 4 सत्रे असतील. सत्र 1 तयार केलेले भाषणे, ज्याला आपण म्हणतो प्रिपेअर्ड स्पीच, ह्याच्यासाठी वेळ मर्यादा आहे 5 ते 7 मिनिट. 5 मिनिट झाल्यानंतर मी तुम्हाला हिरवे कार्ड दाखवेन, ज्याला ग्रीन असं म्हणतात. 6 मिनिटानंतर मी तुम्हाला पिवळे कार्ड दाखवेन आणि 7 मिनिटानंतर मी तुम्हाला लाल कार्ड दाखवेन. त्याच्यानंतर न तयार केलेले भाषणे, ज्याला आपण म्हणतो टेबल टॉपिक्स, त्याच्यासाठी वेळ मर्यादा असेल 1 ते 2 मिनिट. 1 मिनिटानंतर हिरवे कार्ड, 1.5 मिनिटानंतर पिवळे कार्ड आणि 2 मिनिटानंतर लाल कार्ड. त्याच्यानंतर मूल्यांकन, तयार केलेल्या भाषणाच्या मूल्यांकनासाठी तुम्हाला असेल 2 ते 3 मिनिट. 2 मिनिटानंतर हिरवे कार्ड, 2.5 मिनिटानंतर पिवळे आणि 3 मिनिटानंतर लाल कार्ड. आणि सामान्य मूल्यांकन जनरल इव्हॅल्युएशनसाठी 3 ते 5 मिनिट असतील. 3 मिनिटानंतर हिरवे, 4 मिनिटानंतर पिवळे, 5 मिनिटानंतर लाल कार्ड. आणि हे वेळ मर्यादा लक्षात ठेवून मी ह्या व्यक्तींना आज असं संबोधित करतो की तुमची वेळ मर्यादा ह्या वेळेनुसार नियोजित करा. तर आजचं हे क्षेत्र सुरू करण्याआधी एक क्षणासाठी आपण त्या स्वातंत्र्यवीरांना नमन करून जोरदार टाळ्यांनी त्यांचं अभिवादन करूया. जय हिंद, जय भारत. Over to you, Toastmaster Ankita. Thank you.
Thank you for that wonderful introduction. Okay. Next we have someone for whom independence means to live freely and make sure that people around us are all safe. And his favorite Independence Day celebration memory is when he used to win the singing competition during Independence Day celebration. He works at JP Morgan. With a huge round of applause, I would love to welcome Toastmaster Mazahir.
Thank you, General Evaluator. A very warm morning to everybody. Good morning.
Good morning.
Okay, it isn't like my native language is English. Apparently, we all speak Urdu and Hindi and mix of Khadi Boli, which is derived from Western UP. However, there will be some other people will be speaking in Hindi as well for the benefit of those who love English. And this isn't to offend anybody. It's our Independence Day. However, as an ARC counter, it's going to be a hard duty for me considering I'm hearing different languages. Yet, I will make sure that I will make note of all the clutch words. So, as an ARC counter or ha-ha counter, I'll make sure that it is my responsibility to make note of any sound which is used as a crutch or a supporting word, such as ha, oh, you know, what, like, so. So many things that we utter in general which isn't supposed to be. I'll make a note of it. Even if you're speaking in your native language, and if I find there is something that you said, something, and I figured that it is as much as I could understood, I will make note of it and will present my report towards the end of the meeting along with a tip when called by the General Evaluator. Madam, over back to you.
Thank you for that introduction, Mazahir. For I guess someone came in new. Yes. So this was my tag team, which is the timer, the R counter, and the grammarian. What happened? And the grammarian. Okay, I as a general evaluator, I will be seeing what all things are going well during the meeting, before the meeting started, as well as after once the prepared speeches, the table topics are done with. I am going to present my report after that. So for now, it's over to Toastmaster of the day, Radha.
Thank you so much, Madam General Evaluator and tag team, for introducing your roles and helping us becoming a better public speaker. Let's start with the first segment. What was the first segment? I think I mentioned in Gujarati. First is prepared speech, where the members of Toastmasters International would come prepared as per their objectives in their educational pathways, deliver their speeches. And we have two amazing speakers who are going to attempt their level 1 project 4 second speech. Before I call out or before I invite the first speaker on the stage, I would request the first evaluator to come on the stage and read out the speech objectives. Evaluator says that he believes in Swami Vivekananda's idea of independence, where all of us are motivated to create a better India. According to him, or he says that every Independence Day is special for me, so I can't mention one specific memory. He works for Adobe and supports a few coaching startups. So he will be reading the speech objectives in his native language, Maithili. With a huge round of applause, let's all welcome Toastmaster Vinit.
I don't know how many of you heard about this language called Maithili. Some of you? Nice. Good. So it's one of the language in Bihar, Bhojpuri and Maithili. So today's speaker will be Toastmaster Abhinesh and from evaluation and feedback project 2. Objectives are, ये प्रोजेक्ट के उद्देश्य इच है कि सदस्य प्रतिक्रिया के प्रयोग के अभ्यास करथिन क्लब मीटिंग में भाषण समीक्षक के रूप में सेवा देथिन. ये भाषण के उद्देश्य इच है कि सदस्य अपनी क्षमता देखबथी कि वो एक प्रभावी आदरणीय भाषण समीक्षा दे सकत. It's almost similar to Hindi if you so I'll not translate it back. So back to you, Toastmaster.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Vinay. Please give mic.
Sorry.
Let's welcome our first speaker who will be delivering a speech in English only. Remember, all the prepared speeches and final evaluation reports will be submitted in English, so please don't look confused, okay? The speaker one, he said for him, independence means being able to say what he wants and do what he wants without crossing the lines of morality. His favorite Independence Day celebration memory is making the national flag by himself in school. He works at ExxonMobil. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me welcome speaker number 1, Toastmaster Abhinesh. Toastmaster Abhinesh, Eye of the Needle. Eye of the Needle, Toastmaster Abhinesh.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
I have a problem. Can somebody tell me what this is? It's a needle with an eye at one of its ends. Hence the title of my speech, Eye of the Needle. Would you believe me if I told you that this needle has played a major role in the evolution of humans and eventually they colonizing the entire earth? I guess not. An analysis of the history of the sewing needle actually sheds some light into the history of prehistoric human beings. Being one of the basic human needs, clothing has enabled something spectacular. The migration of Homo sapiens from the continent of Africa to the rest of the world. Hundreds of thousands of years ago, we were using animal skins to wrap them around our body to protect us from elements. Around 300,000 years ago, the animal skins, since we were in the African continent, we did not need much of clothing because of the weather conditions there, which was the tropical weather. And we didn't need much protection from the elements. But as humanity, or the Homo sapiens, started expanding towards the northern hemisphere of the earth, we encountered colder temperatures and hence we needed some protection. About 80,000 years ago, we used something called as bone awls, which are nothing but sharp fragments of bones, which are used to pierce through animal skins and stitch multiple sheets of animal skins together to make tight-fitting clothing so that it provides better thermal insulation. This was revolutionary because consider animals, for example. Take a giraffe as an example. A giraffe's body is suited or adapted to live in the African savanna. For it to adapt to the colder temperatures in, let's say, the northern hemisphere, for example, Siberia, it has to go through a process of evolution which can take almost 1 million years. Clothing has bypassed this evolution process and saved us from millions of years and made humanity to adapt to such colder temperatures in a very short period of time. This set humans apart from other animals. As humans moved much further into the northern hemisphere, the cold was much vigorous and we needed better insulation, and hence sewing needles like these with an eye at the bottom of it. This was a miraculous invention. It made sure that we were able to survive in extremely cold conditions. Scientists have uncovered or discovered from excavation sites sewing needles of this shape as old as 45,000 years. From the excavation sites in Siberia as well as northern China. The needles with eye were also found in America, suggesting that humans have inhabited the continent of America for the first time. This was possible because Russia and Alaska were connected by land during that period of time, and it can be traversed by foot. Since it was extremely cold, capable thermal insulation was of utmost requirement to make such an arduous journey possible. Hence, sewing needle comes into the picture. As time progressed, clothing served a different purpose as well. Some scientists have also found evidence of sewing needles of different shapes and sizes. The hypothesis is that these sewing needles were used to make more sophisticated clothing, as well as for adornments on the clothes, like embroidery or stitching shells or beads on the clothing. This was important because, again, this set humans apart from other animals and also enabled clothing to address aesthetic aspects. For example, humans were able to communicate their social status or delineate different tribes from each other, or even to show or display their gender identities. Now Homo sapiens were able to convey or communicate their social as well as individual identities through their clothing. This was a social revolution, and hence it started something called as fashion industry that we see today. Again, this was quite different from other animals. In addition to migration and enabling cultural revolution, clothing also did something important. In the midst of all this, cognitive revolution was taking place slowly among the humans. If you think about it, starting with the idea or identifying the need for stitching clothes, inventing and continuously improving the tools, such as from bone awls to the sewing needle and sewing needle of different materials, it requires a lot of thought process. And this is possible only by human beings, as we had seen up until now, because of our evolved cognitive abilities. All of these inferences are based on just simple sewing needles found from excavation sites, which I find quite mesmerizing. In conclusion, the sewing needles stand as a testament for the migration of human beings from the continent of Africa to the rest of the world and hence colonize it, to enable a social revolution that silently took place, and also acts as an exhibit for the cognitive revolution that again set humans apart from the rest of the animal kingdom. Thus, if you see a sewing needle lying around in your home, do not underestimate it, for it holds a piece of human history much older than what we could eventually comprehend. I again ask you, does the sewing needle represent human evolution of humans and the history of it? Think about it when you're stuck in your traffic jams. Thank you.
Can we have a better round of applause for Toastmaster Abhishek, everybody? I think Toastmaster Abhinesh forget about the eye of the needle, but what an eye for details and research you have. Thank you so much for sharing amazing stories with us. With that, we'll go to the second speaker for today's meeting. But before calling the second speaker on stage, I would call the second speech evaluator. He says most of us think that independence means freedom, but he believes that independence means standing on your own legs, trusting only yourself to take risks, and living with the consequences, whether good or bad. He says celebrating Independence Day at Wagah border was his favorite Independence Day memory. He works at FAV India Private Limited as a senior architect, and he will be reading his speech objective in his native language, Malayalam. Please help me welcome evaluator 2, Toastmaster Vaishak.
Thank you. How many of you believe India is a confluence of languages? The thumbs up was for the confluence? Or was it for this agreement? Yes?
Yes.
Thank you. Oh, just for confluence, huh? Okay. Contrary to what Toastmaster Radha said, and she might probably kill me after this meeting, I'm not going to be giving my speech objectives in just Malayalam. Namaskaram, Swagata, Vanakkam, Sasriyakal, Kemcho,
Majama.
Namaste. ഞാൻ ഇവിടെ നിന്ന് ഇവാലുവേറ്റ് ചെയ്യാൻ പോകുന്നത് ടോസ്റ്റ് മാസ്റ്റർ മല്ലികാർജുൻ്റെ സ്പീച്ചാണ്. இந்த ஸ்பீச் அவரோட ப்ராஜெக்ட்டுக்கு, திஸ் இஸ் தமிழ் பை த வே, அவரோட ப்ராஜெக்டில் 2வது ஸ்பீச். ഒന്നാമത്തെ പാഠത്തിൻ്റെ 4ാമത്തെ സ്പീച്ച്. Just to translate, not to make it too complicated. He has his education pathway level 1 project 4, which involves 2 speeches. He's delivered his first speech and he's going to deliver his second speech after taking the feedback from the first speech. I had to make this clear to everyone. अभी मैं जो करने वाला हूँ सेकेंड स्पीच का इवैल्यूएशन करने वाला हूँ. यस, और थोड़ी देर के बाद उसके फीडबैक मैं उसको दे दूँगा. तो टोस्ट मास्टर मल्लिकार्जुन, खुदा आपको कामयाबी दे. My only purpose of doing it this way is because India as a country needs to stand by unity. And we need to stand shoulder to shoulder. Thank you. Over to you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Vaishak. Having multiple language while reading out speech objectives, using word of the day and phrase of the day, that's Toastmaster Vaishak for you, everybody. All right, let's call upon speaker number 2 on stage. According to him, independence means the ability to make decisions and live according to his own principles, free from external control or influence. One of his favorite Independence Day memories is from 5th grade when his school celebrated with cultural activities, sports and songs on a large ground, creating a magical atmosphere. He works at HPE as a QA lead. Please help me welcome speaker number 2, Toastmaster Malikarjun. Toastmaster Malikarjun, why tiny changes make a big difference? Why tiny changes make a big difference? Toastmaster Malikarjun.
Have you ever started a new routine full of excitement only to give up after a few days? What if I told you that small, consistent changes could lead to significant transformations in your life? One day, as usual, our team had lunch in cafeteria and was walking around the building. We realized that after the gym was remodeled, we haven't visited it yet. We decided to check it out. The new gym, full of new equipment, looks really great. We met the trainer and inquired about membership formalities and also the best time to visit in order to avoid the rush. Even we informed our manager and requested to spend quarterly budget on purchasing gym accessories. We excitedly went to the Decathlon store and purchased gym bags, towels and workout clothes. We were all set to start our gym routine. Now let me ask you a question. Can you guess how many days you would have continued our gym routine? Who said 2 days? Yeah, that's exactly correct. With all the excitement, we rigorously exercised and ended up with body pains. We thought to take a break to reduce these body pains and got busy into our critical project deliverables eventually forgetting about the gym altogether. After a few days, the book Atomic Habits flashed before me. I started reading it and figured out what mistakes we have made and why that initial motivation has faded. This book taught me how to build proper habits and stick to them. When I first heard about the concept of marginal gains, I was curious. The idea that small, consistent changes in various areas can accumulate into overall progress resonated with me. I decided to apply this to my daily routine. I started something like waking up just 10 minutes earlier each day. Initially, it seemed insignificant, but over time, this extra time in the morning allowed me to establish a more productive start to my day. Focusing on improving by just 1% each day has been a game changer for me. I remember the time when I struggled with maintaining my exercise routine. Inspired by the idea of small changes, I decided to start my exercise with just 5 minutes each day. I felt it's almost too easy, but gradually I increased the duration. After a few months, what I have begun with 5 minutes of habit transformed into a solid 30-minute daily workout. I felt healthier and more energized. These tiny changes had become evident in my professional life as well. At work, I wanted to be more productive and reduce my procrastination. I decided by breaking down my tasks into small and manageable chunks. Each day, I aimed to complete just one small task that I had been putting off. Slowly, I have cleared my backlog and improved my overall efficiency. It was something like planting a seed. Initially, the progress was invisible, but with consistent efforts, the results flourished. See, all these tiny changes looks good, but how can I stick to them? Then I applied the 4 laws of behavior change. Make it attractive, make it easy, make it obvious, and make it satisfying. Okay? To reinforce my reading habit, I placed a book next to my bed, making it the first thing I see before sleeping. I choose the books which are genuinely interested to me, making it more enjoyable. I set simple goal like reading 5 pages a night, making it easy to accomplish. After completing each book, I rewarded myself with small treat to reinforce my reading habit. Now let's move on to the final concept. Identity-based habits. Instead of focusing what I wanted to achieve, I focused on who I wanted to become. Rather than setting a goal to read more number of books, I adopted the identity of a reader. This shift in perspective made it easier to build habits that aligned with my desired identity. In summary, tiny changes make a big difference through the principles of marginal gains and the compound effect. By implementing the 4 laws of behavior change and focusing on identity-based habits, we can achieve remarkable progress. Remember one thing, the journey to the transformation begins with single small step. Thank you all.
Thank you so much. Better round of applause, come on. He has delivered his first speech at Whitefield Toastmasters Club. Thank you so much. And yes, single drops create an ocean. And thank you for that motivational speech. I hope you all are pumped up and we'll follow and enjoy all those small feasible goals which will help us to become version 2.0. Have you guys enjoyed prepared speeches? Yes. Better, yes. Have you guys enjoyed prepared speeches? Yes. Then you love the next segment. But before that, we'll play a small game. Are you guys excited? Yes. You want to play that? Yes. Show some excitement, guys. Cool. Okay, so welcome to a fun-filled, exciting games called One Finger Down. So in this game, I'll ask you a series of questions, and if you have done that or experienced that, the question describes put one finger down. So you'll have 10 fingers, and if you have experienced that or done that, you will put one finger down. So the last person with fingers still up wins. So let's have some fun and begin the game. Yes. Any questions?
How honest do you need to be?
Oh, 100. Okay, I would want everybody. I'll tell you then. Okay, I want everybody to give attention to this segment. We'll just have a 2 to 3 minute game, and then we'll work on our reports, tag team, and everybody. Cool? Yes. Ready? Everyone? Yes. Okay. Ready with your fingers? First question. Have you ever been part of an Independence Day celebration at Wagah border? Second question. Have you ever visited a site associated with any special event such as the Salt March or the Dandi March? Third question. Have you ever watched a film or documentary about the Indian freedom struggles such as Gandhi or the Forgotten Army? Next question. Have you visited one of the 7 wonders of the world, the Taj Mahal in Agra? Yes. Question number 5. Have you performed in or enjoyed any of India's cultural dance forms such as Kathakali, Kathak, Bharatnatyam or Kuchipudi? Performed in or witnessed? Performed in or witnessed? Cool. Next question. Have you played any of the traditional Indian games such as ancient martial arts, kabaddi or kho-kho? Next question. Have you bought khadi or any Indian made fabric for your birthday? For your birthday. Question. Next one. Have you heard of or seen the floating post office in India? Are you aware of that? Finger down. Okay, it's located on Dal Lake in Srinagar. Last 3 questions. Have you watched the finale match or any match of a local sport other than cricket? Hockey, kabaddi. Okay, important one. Have you ever asked for a autograph or selfie with a hero, such as an army personnel? Have you paid to attend a concert by a renowned musical instrument artist such as Zakir Hussain, Pandit Ravi Shankar, Ustad Ali Akbar Khan? Last question. Have you made your younger siblings, children or kids at home learn the national anthem? younger siblings, kids at home. Okay, let's see who are like a set of people who are the winners. So 3. Shweta 2. You're 1. Okay, one. So we have a clear winner. Sorry, your name? Guest Karthik is the clear winner. Let's hear it for Karthik. Thank you so much for participating and learning about India's rich heritage or culture, or sharing your experience with India's rich culture and heritage. What is the second segment of any Toastmasters meeting? I explained in Gujarati. I thought I'll explain the same in my mother tongue Tamil. But then I got to know that Vaishak is here. He knows better Tamil. So I'll not do in Tamil. But, Karthik is also there now. And Mazair is also there, who doesn't know anything about Tamil, but still he'll make fun of me. That's why I'll use, please. Yanakku avuldan theriyum. Please come. Can we have a round of applause for our guests or latecomers? Thank you. Table topics. Vibhagasya. Okay, everybody, I'm putting an effort to read Sanskrit after 15 years, so please pay attention to it. Table topics Vibhagasya Mahatva Tatra Asti Yata Yasha Vibhagah Asmabhagya Bina Purva Tayarina Vaktu Avasar Dadati. Yasha न केवल वाक कौशल नयति अपि च आत्मविश्वासं वर्धयति. अस्मिन् विभागे अस्माकं टेबल टॉपिक्स अधिप एक विषय धास्यति. ततः 1-2 निमेषों मध्ये भवन्तः तस्य विषये विचारं वक्तव्यम्. अयं मार्ग अस्माकं अंतरस्था सृजनात्मकता प्रकाशयितुम् अतीव उत्तम अस्ति. That's all table topics. That's about table topics. But don't worry. We have an amazing table topics master who is taking this role for the first time, who will explain you, but in Sindhi. For him, independence means good food and a good sleep. His favorite Independence Day celebration memory is the time when the school gave them a meal box instead of the usual sweets. He works as a product manager at Oracle, and as I mentioned, he will be introducing his role in Sindhi. Put your hands together for Table Topics Master, Toastmaster Kapil.
Good morning. मज़ा बचे तो? You know Sindhi, that's good. Alright, just one second. So, in this section, कोड़न के डक लग दो. Most of you would be afraid. कोड़न जे पेट में तितलियों नचंदियों. Butterflies in stomach. मां कपिल फुलवानी अॼु तव्हांजो टेबल टॉपिक मास्टर आहियां. एंड द टेबल टॉपिक मास्टर फॉर टुडे. गेस्ट जननि जे लाइ मां एक्सप्लेन करे छॾां त हिन सेक्शन में मां टॉपिक शेयर कंदुमि ऐं तव्हांखे हिकु त 2 मिंटनि जे लाइ ॻाल्हाइणो आहे. आई शेयर द टॉपिक एंड यू विल हैव टू स्पीक फॉर 1 or 2 minutes. So who wants to volunteer and come up first? Toastmaster Shweta. So Toastmaster Shweta, your topic is, if freedom fighters had a Slack channel, if freedom fighters had a Slack channel or a MS Teams channel, how would the conversations be?
How would the conversation be?
Toastmaster Shweta.
There were times in COVID where to be active, we used to do something in our teams and everything, so that at least it should be active and our managers should not think that we are not there in front of our system. We used to keep it active by just clicking on it, or there was a very, there was a notepad that we used to start, keep that escape button and keep it active so that we are all good. But imagine if that was in our freedom fighters time, because right now we are so much of teams, good morning, good afternoon, and hello, good morning, and then we will start with our Slack and with our teams. And we would just answer questions that our managers or our team members would say. But imagine if it was in those times where people used to, be a freedom fighter, and it would be like, okay, are you ready to go and bomb blast this place? And if you are not willing to do, or if you're afraid to do, what would you do? You were in a Slack channel, you were in the Teams channel. You would at least have to say, okay, let me try this as a freedom fighter, because now I want that freedom. And that Josh doesn't come to us because we have not been into that particular era. We are all free, we are all free. We don't know what that Josh and what that sentiment would have been. But imagine if that communication in those Slack, in those teams would so be faster than they were used to do in, with people who used to travel places to tell them things. It would have been more easier, is what I would think, because the information that used to pass with the freedom fighters would be much more easier, and at least those planning and everything that they used to do for our freedom would be much easier. And as I said, we just put things to just be active, and just so that our manager sees us active on our teams. Those times the freedom fighters would not do that, and they will communicate much better, and maybe 1947 we would have got freedom in 1906, who knows. Thank you.
I've been made aware that it was a very difficult topic. Perhaps the independence would have been easier with a Slack channel. Right, so may I have the next volunteer? The name please?
Karthik.
Toastmaster Karthik. Or guest? Guest Karthik. Your topic is define your freedom if you had an anywhere door or a magic pencil. Define your freedom if you had a magic door or an anywhere door or a magic pencil. Guest Karthik.
So, good afternoon. So, the topic given to me is if I had a freedom which I can define with a magic door, a pencil. So, I would say this is a confluence of opportunity given to me to express my role here. So, if I had a freedom, which I would say I would have a magic door which I can go and change the history back in. I can relate to a problem which I faced yesterday. I was carrying my mobile in my pocket. I was traveling in my scooty. Mistakenly, I applied a brake very hard and the mobile slipped out of my pocket, and behind a vehicle passed over my mobile and the screen got shattered. So if I had that magic door, I would have just made a point that, okay, use that magic door, go back in the past, probably made that use of that magic door to put that mobile in back in my scooty bucket. I would have saved a lot of money. So I would say that's all my set for today. Thank you.
If I had a magic pencil, what would I do? That's correct. All right. Can we have the next volunteer? Please, sir. Utkarsh. Yes, Utkarsh. Your topic is 1,000 words or one picture. 1,000 words or one picture. Utkarsh.
There has been an internal debate amongst philosophers, amongst intellectuals, amongst common people. Which speaks better? Which conveys the message better? An image or 1,000 words? Does anyone amongst all of us have ever thought of this? Oh, I can see a lot of hands, a lot of nodding heads. Precisely, that's the thing. To be honest, I don't have an answer for this question. I have been thinking about this for a long time. And I'm yet to reach at the conclusion that which is better. I think for me as an individual, for me 1,000 words sounds better because I can think, I can speak it out, and I can explain myself to the crowd. However, there are certain individuals who are very good at drawing, who are very good at expressing themselves through their actions. And they can draw such a beautiful picture, which we call them as art, which can never ever be explained by me, even in 1 or 10,000 words. So, what is better? Which is better? In my humble opinion, roughly depends upon that individual's skill. Yeah, that's it. Thank you.
Thank you. I used to write poetry when I was in school and later in college. Whenever I saw some image, thoughts would come rushing into my head and I would pour them down on paper, only to realize that people want to see images. So there's a page on LinkedIn called Quoted Visually. It's been copied by so many LinkedIn creators and it helps them gain so many followers and stuff. So if you want, you can check that out. May I have the next volunteer now? Please, ma'am. Your name? Prerna. Prerna, your topic is, what's your reaction when a 9 to 5 becomes a 9 to 11? When a 9 to 5 becomes a 9 to 11? Toastmaster. Guess Prerna.
Hi everyone. So, very interesting topic. What is your reaction when a 9 to 5 becomes a 9 to 11? I would say that's pretty normal. My reaction would be more surprising if a 9 to 11 becomes a 9 to 5, because almost every one of us, I think, are overworking nowadays. The concept of 9 to 5 is pretty limited to just theoretical papers and job descriptions while hiring. But after that, we all jump into the bandwagon and we realize that, okay, it was not what it was sold to us. So I think firstly on that perspective, we should be able to change that norm, because it's not a healthy practice in that way, and that also leads to a lot of people being non-productive, because the focus shifts from quality to quantity, and people are more focused on ensuring that they log in those specific hours, or to ensure that they're available while we put in that, as was mentioned, we ensure we're available instead of ensuring that we are actually putting out the work, delivering what is meant to be, because even I have personally faced that and have seen that. So I think that should not be the case. It has become quite a norm, and that also, if that is not taken into consideration, people will also have ample opportunities and time to explore their personal life, have a better work-life balance, which also ensures them better mental health and stability, and also explore some other passion things which they would like to do otherwise. So I think, yeah, I mean, that is quite a norm nowadays, but it should not be. So yeah, thank you so much.
Thank Right now. Right, so I have 11 to 7 work schedule and I mostly log off by 7. Hopefully my manager is not watching this. Next volunteer please. Ankit, good. Ankit, right?
Yeah, Ankit.
Yeah. Ankit, your topic is a morning walk or an extra hour of sleep?
Interesting.
A morning walk or an extra hour of sleep? Yes, Ankit.
Hello everybody. I think we know the answer, right? And it all depends at what age we are in. If I'll consider an individual who is non-married guy, right? He will always prefer to have the sleep over the morning walk because it gives you the relaxation for sure. But when you change, right? When you get lot of, and it will also help you in some other context as well. For example, I'm a working professional. I'm also a product manager like him. And I used to work late night. I used to have a lot of calls during the night. I cannot get up early in the morning for sure. And this is where I prefer sleep over the morning walk. But having said that, I think we should always think what is right and what is wrong, right? And at this era where we are struggling with our workload, we should think about and give the importance to your mental health over the other things out there. So when you work on your mental things, you'll be able to also come up with a better physical body with you, because we say, right, always the sound mind comes from the sound body. So if you start getting up in the morning, going for the walk, it is going to help you in the longer run. So I'll say, just keep getting up early in the morning and have a walk. It will improve your health. It will improve your mental health as well. Thank you so much.
Now can I have the last volunteer for the table topics? Come on. And do you want to come? Yeah.
Don't give me a freedom fighter.
Okay.
My name is Soumya.
Yes, Soumya, your topic is what things in life should always be free?
What things should be free?
What things in life should always be free? What things in life should always be free? Yes, Soumya.
Soumya, that question has put me in a tizzy because when you think about what things you enjoy, for example, I'll take my case. To me, I need to have freedom of choice. And when I say freedom of choice, for example, I don't remember your name, but you spoke about the 9 to 11, right? I believe basic things like that have to be available without a cost associated to it, without any dependencies associated to it. So for example, I may come from a slightly privileged place today when I say that, education should be given free of cost to people that deserve it. Because I've had the fortune of actually having a decent education that was meted out to me because of my parents. And I believe if everybody had education that rightfully helps them, I would say education not in the traditional way that it exists today, but in the way that we do not have to be cogs in the system anymore, but that everybody can be an entrepreneur and that everybody needs to understand what financial freedom has to be. I think if education were to be given in that approach, that kind of an education should absolutely mandatorily be free for everybody in the system today. With that, I'll end my topic.
Thank you. Right. Education, I feel, is one of the aspects in life which should always be free. And it should be same for all of us, isn't it? Why CBSE, why some state board and some other ICSE and other certificates? Right, so with that, we'll close this section and I'll hand it over to Toastmaster of the Day, Radha.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Kapil, our table topics master, and all the speakers deserve a better round of applause. Thank you so much for conducting a beautiful session. I think all those topics and speakers, how beautifully you shared your thoughts on different topics, and you definitely made us think that how important it is to think on your feet and speak off the cuff. So thank you so much. Before we go to the last segment of our meeting, I have one bonus game for you. Ready? Yes. We have we will have 5 questions. Okay, anybody can answer. The only rule is you have to raise your hand, not voice. Just raise your hand and then I select who can give the answers. So, ready? Yes. Okay, so let's see how much we know about our incredible country, India. First question, easy one. What is the name of the first satellite launched by India? Toastmaster Kapil. Yes, thank you so much. Second question. What is the name of the world's largest film studio located in India? I said you have to raise your hand, not voice. Guest Karthik. Yes. Thank you. We'll appreciate the person who's answering the question as well as someone who created the history. Okay. So 2 things are there. So the applause must be loud. Yeah, correct. Third question. What is the name of the ancient Indian system of medicine that originated in India more than 3,000 years ago? I saw you raising your hand. Ayurveda. Your name? Samir. Thank you, Samir. And Ayurveda? Fourth question. Who wrote the national song of India and who composed its music? Who wrote the national song of India and who composed its music? Okay, give it a try at least. Wait a minute. You want to share? What did he do? I mean, did he write or compose the music? So yes, one part is correct that the song was written by Bankim Chandra Chattopadhyay, but who composed its music? The one who wrote our national anthem. Okay. Correct. Bus. So yeah, the correct answers were Bankim Chandra Chattopadhyay, who wrote this, and composed by Rabindranath Tagore. Okay, one last question. Which type? We will give our points to Manoj. Vande Matram. Okay, last question. Which type of agricultural product in India is a leading exporter of and known for its wide range of varieties and uses? Wait, raise your hand and then share. All South Indians, okay, all Indians, share the answer. It's not there in my answer. It's a nice answer. Spices are there, but before that, there is one more. T has variety, no. Huh. Yes. Thank you so much. All right. So that's a wrap. And we have come to the final segment or the cornerstone for any Toastmasters meeting, that is evaluation, where the general evaluator and her team of evaluators will help us with different aspects of the meeting and help us become a better public speaker. So with a huge round of applause, let's all welcome the general evaluator for today's meeting, Toastmaster Ankita. So you wear one. Okay, eight pack. Wait. Thank you.
Okay. I loved the meeting today, especially the humor. There was a lot of humor, and the Toastmasters of the day actually did a very, it was an excellent job, I would say. First of all, she started with that spirit of Independence Day, and then she went on with all the roles. Each one of the speaker, be it the speaker, she introduced the speakers very well, and once the speaker was done, she even summarized the topics. The table topics master also did well, but your voice was a bit loose, so you could have come to the front and spoken. But otherwise, I love the topics that were chosen, and it was not, the topics were not stuck with only the theme, but it was a variety of topics which were included, so that was a very good point. Okay, and before the meeting started, the equipment was in place. It started just in time, which is at sharp 11 o'clock, and after 1 minute, like the entire thing was started off very well. The Sergeant at Arms did an excellent job. Can we have a big round of applause for the Sergeant of Arms? He is the person, for those who don't know, he is the person who is responsible to come in. Whenever he has that role of Sergeant of Arms, he has to come in early on a Sunday morning, which I feel that it's a very difficult job. And okay, this is the first time we had this multilingual meeting. Every time I come up and I have some prepared speech which I need to deliver, the first thing that the rule that is set is it has to be in English. But other than that, today when we were speaking so many languages like Vaishak did, he spoke so many languages, and the others who did a very good effort while delivering their speeches or while introducing themselves. It was a very good job. And for the timer, just one small thing that miscorrection is, since there are many guests here, so while you were talking about the timings, which is very important actually, there you could have spoken a little bit in English and the rest could be in some other language. That's okay. And yes, for the guest's introduction, like Akshay, you did a very good job. But here, when there is a theme, then sometimes we can have a question which is attached to the theme when we are talking to the guests, like what independence means for them, right? Other than that, you did a very good job. Okay, and if somebody is absent or comes in late, especially for the role players, then the person who is going to introduce I can see Mazai laughing. Okay, the person who is going to introduce the role of that particular role player, that person needs to be informed a bit earlier. That is a short thing that can be improved. Okay, for the speakers and the speech evaluators, okay, for Mallikarjun, I love the motivational dose that you gave, and Abhineet, your speech was, I used to struggle in craft classes, especially in school, with that thread and the needle just to score an A in craft. So I love the topic that you had chosen. And Vaishak, for the languages, kudos to you. And Vineet, you also did a very good job. So thank you everyone. And I loved the way Toastmasters of the day introduced everyone and the way she held the meeting throughout. Okay, over to the grammarian who would be submitting. Okay, speech evaluators at first. Okay, perfect. So can we have a big round of applause for our first speech evaluator, Toastmasters Vinny.
Let's give a good round of applause for Toastmaster Abhinesh for his speech. I've heard about Eye of the Tiger. Eye of the Needle was something that first time I heard, and such a well-researched topic, Abhinesh. I think all the things that you said about connecting with the evolution of humankind, that was amazing. Great stories. I never knew so many things about needle, and now when I see needle, I'm sure I'll see all the things that you have kind of explained. Excellent usage of visual cue. The moment you took down that and then showed that needle, that was amazing. It well connected with the whole context that you were trying to say. So I'll start with what you have excelled at. The second, I'll talk about what, in my opinion, you may want to work on, and then finally something that you can challenge yourself on. What you excelled at, I think one thing that I really liked was that you tried making very relevant. Sometimes what happens is when you talk about historical things like evolution of a needle and all that, it's very hard to connect with the relevant times, modern times, and you try to bring that fashion industry and how we are kind of connected with what has happened in the history and all those stuff. So I think you really excelled in researching well on the topic, on usage of the visual cue and trying those, making it very relevant. Couple of things that I thought you may want to work on is, one is on the impactful start. I think you came and said good morning. Probably one of the things that I would have done is that since people are dressed in a very diverse manner, celebrating their Independence Day, maybe we could have started with that question, guys, do you know what is so significant about the dressing that you have? And maybe that needle could have brought out from there. Instead of starting with a good morning, it's always better to start with a high note and then, say good morning and all the stuff. Again, the second important part of any speech is personalizing that speech, right? So it's important that if you could have brought in your own story, which was somewhere missing, it was all messaging that was coming out, but I didn't know how did it connected with you, right? Maybe your personal story, maybe talking about your dress, you are so well dressed today in green and blue, right? Maybe you would have talked about that, right? On challenging, probably one thing that again was one of the feedback in your previous, because the objective was about that, was vocal variety. I saw that you did increase your volume at some places, but overall tone, speed and volume, there are so many things, there were so many places. For example, when you ended really well when you asked question to the audience, right? And probably that was another place where you could have either raised your voice or decrease the volume, something on those lines. You could have changed the tone, speed and all those stuffs. But overall, I must give it to you for your eye on needle and detail, it well connected with the overall evolution, and I look forward for your next speeches. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Abhinesh. Back to you, Toastmaster.
That was a very good evaluation, Toastmaster Vineet. Next, I would like to call upon stage the second evaluator, Toastmaster Vaishak. Is it on? Just check.
Toastmaster Mallikarjun, what a wonderful speech. I 100% agree that small steps, small things that you take care of really help you improve a big way. You had wonderful expressions in your speech. I could feel that emotion that you were relating to, especially that I have to go for gym 2 days and then I'm like done. So I could really relate to your expressions. In fact, I could even understand what you were going through even before you spoke about it, right? So great expressions. Your body language was also spot on. The way you were moving about, you were engaging with the entire audience, you were looking at each and every person. So that was great. A small improvement to your body language is a couple of times unconsciously you were looking at the ground when you were walking, especially this way and this way. So if I am talking like this, you can feel that there's a disconnect. Now it's not insulting. Some people say it's probably insulting. You may look nervous. You were not nervous at all on stage. So this is completely unconscious. But when you keep looking down and speaking, there's a disconnect in the audience, right? Instead, what you could do, you could exactly look at that pillar just behind Soumya, right? So In fact, I'm looking at the audience, I'm talking, you feel you're involved, but I'm looking at the pillar. So you could find those fixed spots in the room where you could fix your eyes on in case you want to think and speak. All right? Now, the feedback from your previous speech is voice modulation, where you had to improve your voice modulation. You did a great effort here. So there were a lot of spaces where you increased your volume, you increased your space, you showed your frustration, which is all great. One small improvement there is that you try to stress on it at certain times. Certain words are like loud, I feedback. That's good, but try not to put yourself out of breath. Right? Especially when you are doing an action that I was running, and then after that your voice went down. Right? So you could do I was running like this to show an action, or we were exercising like this to show an action. Try to bring actions that don't put you out of breath, so that the flow of the speech doesn't interrupt and your voice remains as loud as you want it to be. Now, as a challenge to you, and something I wish I saw in this speech as well, there was a particular place where you said you convinced your tower lead or your manager to get budget for the gym equipment. You could have brought in an entire conversation with him. Right? So we all went together, a meeting. Sir, we need gym equipment. Hey, go. I only don't excel. Why do you want gym equipment? So when you bring like that, right, you see this voice modulation coming in, that brings in perfectly. So in your next speech, this is your challenge for you, bring a conversation there. Between 2 people, 3 people, it doesn't matter. That helps you improve your voice modulation, and you get that pitch, pace, speed, everything comes in perfectly there. Right? So that's all. All the very best to you, and nice hearing you today. Thank you. Over to you.
That was a great evaluation. I hope everyone will agree with me. The expressions, what he could have done better, and especially doing those hand and body gestures and exactly showing what could have been improved. That can be a great learning that each one of us can take home. So moving forward, I would like to invite on stage the grammarian of the day, Toastmaster Arun, for submitting his report.
Yeah, thank you, General Evaluator. So first of all, I want to give kudos to Toastmaster Vaishak for using both the word of the day and the idiom of the day. So big round of applause for that. Now I'll talk about some outstanding usage of words or quotes or thoughts which I kind of liked in everyone's speech. So going into the prepared speeches first, and the speech for Toastmaster Abhinesh, you used a lot of words like encountered, revolutionary, miraculous, suggesting that, utmost, hypothesis, and a word which I kind of had to even look up online, adornment, which kind of means decoration. So great work there, Toastmaster Abhinesh. Now talking about Toastmaster Mallikarjun's speech, you also used a lot of interesting words, things like marginal, resonated, gradually, procrastination, reinforce, remarkable, and also an idiom like planting a seed. So great work there as well. Now going into the impromptu speeches, in Toastmaster Sweta's speech, she used the word willing. In guest Utkar's speech, he used eternal, conveys, precisely. Toastmaster Prerna used words like perspective, norm, ample. And guest Soumya used words like tizzy, which again I had to look up online, which means nervous excitement, and words like privileged. In the evaluation, Toastmaster Vineet used words like visual cue, excelled, and relevant, and Toastmaster Vaishak used words like wonderful and disconnect. So great work there, everyone. And I did not really have any major observations in the improvement area, so I'll not go into that. So that's all from me. Back to the General Evaluator.
Thank you for your very detailed report. I saw that, especially when I'm hearing prepared speeches or someone who has taken up a good table topic and is speaking, I forget that I have to take down a note of the good words and stuff because I get so engrossed in the speech. So it was a very good work, good job done. And next, I would like to call on stage Abhineet, who was the R counter for today. You're looking so perplexed. Yes. Thank you. Toastmaster Abhineet.
So let's catch the good. And our face is a remote control of the emotion. So when we use pauses, it gets display on our face. So first of all, I would like to call Baishak. He did a fantastic job. I did not find one short pause. That's noticed by DT Mazahir. So yes, since I joined late, so I have written my notes also. And Toastmaster Radha used 11 and 6 1 1 so and but. And Toastmaster evaluation Vinith 5 2 and 1 stu and 1 so. We have used less overused words. Again, I'll just go in a sequence. Abhinesh use 1 and 3 no filler words. Other and evaluation, Bishak I have already spoken about. Mallikarjun, 1 like 1 but. TTM Kapil, 1 and no other filler words. Table topic, Mazahir, you have written name. Sashwat, who was the first? Shweta, sorry, yeah. My bad, yeah. 1 so, and yeah, that's what used by. Table topic, Karthik, 1 so. Table topic, again, I need your help. Sorry. Vikram, I think, yeah. Utkarsha, sorry. So 1 and 1 that's what Prerna, she used 1 and 5 and 2 so, 1 but. The table topic, Ankit, yeah. 1 1 so, and Somya used 4 1 and Ankita is total 2 3 that's what I have. Timer 1 1 and 1 so. So yeah, that's all about my report. Thank you.
I want to see the handwriting.
Yes, this is what
Thank you, Abhineet, for the report. I would like to call on stage the timer for the day, Toastmaster Nitish.
Okay. Good afternoon, all.
Good afternoon.
Okay. First of all, I would like to congratulate to all the speakers who stood shoulder to shoulder to make this event so sensational and inspirational for all of us. It shows great spirit of confidence altogether. Okay. So looks like the timer report shows all the speakers understood the multi-language instructions. Okay, starting with the prepared speech, Toastmaster Abhinesh took 7 minutes 20 seconds. So with the grace period of 30 seconds, he is qualified. Next is Mallikarjun, Toastmaster. He took 5 minutes 47 seconds. He also qualified. Next, coming to the evaluation sessions, Toastmaster Ankita took 4 minutes. So she qualified. Then the next evaluations for prepared speech, Toastmaster Vinith took 3 minutes, Toastmaster Vaishak 3 minutes 15 seconds. Coming to the table topic sessions, Toastmaster Sweta took 2 minutes 30 seconds, so exactly on the borderline. So she qualified. Then guest Toastmaster Karthik took 1 minute 20 seconds. Guest Utkarsh 1 minute 38 seconds. And then guest Prerna 1 minute 38 seconds. Guest Ankit 1 minute 30 seconds. And guest Soumya, last but not least, 1 minute 30 seconds. So with this, I think all are qualified for the voting. And thank you so much. That's all. Over to you, Toastmaster.
No, the next one. Okay, thank you everyone. That was the thank you for your report, and yes, everybody was able to understand the time limits. Good work done. And I love the way each one of us came today on a Sunday morning and took the stage and delivered their best. And I hope to see such humor and such interesting and spectacular meetings in the upcoming days. Thank you. Over to you, Toastmasters Radha.
बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद सभा संचालक टोस्टमास्टर अंकिता और आपके सारे मूल्यांकनकर्ताओं का, जिन्होंने अपनी विशिष्ट टिप्पणी और समीक्षाओं से हमें बेहतर बनाने में एक योगदान दिया है। हम सभा के अंत में हैं और कोई भी उत्सव अधूरा रहेगा अगर उसमें संगीत ना हो। और मुझे बताते हुए बेहद खुशी की अनुभूति हो रही है कि पहली बार व्हाइटफील्ड टोस्टमास्टर्स के किसी भी सभा में हम एक मधुर संगीत का अनुभव करने वाले हैं। आज के इस उत्सव को विशेष बनाने के लिए हमारे क्लब के एक प्रतिभाशाली सदस्य की प्यारी बेटी के द्वारा एक मधुर गायन प्रस्तुति का आनंद उठाने जा रहे हैं। ये कहती हैं कि इनके लिए स्वतंत्रता का मतलब है कि वे अपने फैसले खुद ले सकें और अपनी शर्तों पर ज़िंदगी जी सकें बिना किसी नियंत्रण के। यह अपनी बात कहने, बड़ा सोचने और अपने तरीके से काम करने की आज़ादी में मानती हैं। इनके सबसे पसंदीदा स्वतंत्र दिवस की याद तब की है जब इनके विद्यालय में एक बड़ा सांस्कृतिक कार्यक्रम हुआ था। वो गाना गाते हुए सुर मिला रही थी जबकि बाकी लोग सजावट और बाकी काम में लगे थे और उनके हिसाब से वे बेहद खुश थे उस दिन। मज़ेदार बात यह है कि इनके पापा के काम की वजह से इन्होंने अब तक 7 बार विद्यालय बदला है। हाल फिलहाल ये बेंगलुरु के नारायण कस्तूरी नगर में 11वीं कक्षा की छात्रा हैं। देवियों और सज्जनों, जोरदार तालियों के साथ मंच पर स्वागत कीजिए कुमारी आराध्या का।
Good afternoon, everybody. I'm the daughter of Mr. Manoj Kumar Singh. On account of Independence Day today, I'll be singing a patriotic song called Teri Mitti. I'm sure you must have heard of it. Yeah, I'll start now. तलवारों पे सरवार दिए, अंगारों में जिस्म जलाया है, तब जाके कहीं हमने सर पे ये केसरी रंग सजाया है। ऐ मेरी ज़मीं अफसोस नहीं जो तेरे लिए सौ दर्द सहे, महफूज रहे तेरी आन सदा, चाहे जान मेरी रहे ना रहे। ऐ मेरी ज़मीं महबूब मेरी नस नस में तेरा इश्क बहे, फीका न पड़े कभी रंग तेरा, जिस मुँह से निकल के खून कहे। तेरी मिट्टी में मिल जावा गुल बन के मैं खिल जावा, इतनी सी है दिल की आरज़ू। तेरी नदियों में बह जावा, तेरी खेतों में लहरावा, इतनी सी है दिल की आरज़ू। जहाँ लौट के वापस जा न सका। ओ वतनावे मेरे वतनावे, तेरा मेरा प्यार निराला था, कुर्बान हुआ तेरी असमत पे मैं कितना नसीबों वाला था। तेरी मिट्टी में मिल जावा गुल बन के मैं खिल जावा, इतनी सी है दिल की आरज़ू। तेरी नदियों में बह जावा, तेरे खेतों में लहरावा, इतनी सी है दिल की आरज़ू। ओ हीर मेरी तू हंसती रहे, तेरी आँख घड़ी भर नम ना हो। मैं मरता था जिस मुखड़े पे कभी उसका उजाला कम ना हो। ओ माई मेरी क्या फिक्र तुझे, क्यों आँख से दरिया बहता है। तू कहती थी तेरा चांद हूँ मैं, और चांद हमेशा रहता है। तेरी मिट्टी में मिल जावा गुल बन के मैं खिल जावा, इतनी सी है दिल की आरज़ू। तेरी नदियों में बह जावा, तेरे खेतों में लहरावा, इतनी सी है दिल की आरज़ू। थैंक यू।
बहुत ही शानदार परफॉर्मेंस. I think everybody was numb. I can see some of us had tears, but there is one set of eyes. Toastmaster Manoj. How proud and emotional he was during Aradhya's performance. I can definitely relate because fathers, specifically my father, even I am at the end of a queue, even I'm losing that competition, but if someone is clapping for me, okay, even if that person is my friend, my father will feel great. और जब आपकी बेटी आराध्या जैसी हो, सर आपका भावुक बनना जायज़ है. Congratulations. Okay, thank you so much. I hope you guys had an amazing time today. Thank you so much for following the dress code. And just one thing, we all know that India has a great culture. We definitely promote diversity and inclusion. Today at Whitefield Toastmasters Club, we've witnessed so many languages, cultures, and we can proudly call Whitefield Toastmasters a mini India. And we will try our best to protect and enhance and promote all cultures as much as possible, and use the kind of freedom and support we are receiving from other fellow citizens. On that note, I hand over the stage to our presiding officer and president of the club, Toastmaster Akshay.
Good afternoon, everyone. What an amazing meeting, right? Like from start till the end. And believe me when I'm saying this, it takes a lot of effort at the back end while we set up these kind of roles, and our VP Education, who was also playing the role of the PMOD for the day. was contacting each and every role player, preparing all these things at the back end from entire week, from starting from Monday till yesterday evening itself. So please give it up for Radha Kashinathan once again, ladies and gentlemen. And what a melodious song by Aradhya. So give it up for once again. The voting links are already out for the meeting. Madahir has already sent the links on the WhatsApp group, the main WhatsApp group, as well as the guest WhatsApp group. So please, you can check it out, and hopefully you will be receiving the network here. So please cast your votes. And until then, as I promised in the beginning of the meeting, we'll be having a small question answer session. So, are you ready with your questions? I'm ready for the answers. I'm not listening to the questions, but I'm ready. So, any questions regarding the meeting, any roles, any particular thing which you have in your mind, any doubts related to Toastmasters? I'm fine, doing well. How are you? Good to see you.
So, during Whitefield Toastmasters, do you not evaluate the table topic speeches?
We usually don't evaluate it, but I believe there is a path, there is a project in one particular path in which we have to evaluate the table topic master itself. There is one of the particular path.
During my other clubs, like when you come as a table topic speaker, the table topic master or the general evaluator, I mean, you have to choose, but usually the table topic master will evaluate each and every speaker.
Like a small feedback after every.
Feedback after every, or the general evaluator gives feedback to every speaker. Like what went well, what could have been added, or what could have been better. So that way, a person who is coming for a table topic can also get a feedback from the meeting.
Okay. It is a note for the future table topic master. Definitely we can do that. A small 30 seconds or 15 seconds of evaluation could be done. Quick review of the table topic speech. Thank you, Sweta. Anyone else? You want to ask something? Any questions? Okay. No questions at all? Yes. Okay, as far as I can remember, there is a golden gavel which we are kind of aiming in this particular term. So that is the award which can be categorized as the highest award, and I would like to take help of Mazahir here if he would like to mention anything. The highest award he is asking for, like the prestigious awards in Toastmasters, he's asking.
Honestly, there are no highest award or lowest award. I think behind every award that you're seeing here and any other club that you visit to, there's a lot of hard work that is put in. Each of these has a criteria which was met by the club. To answer more specific about the golden gavel, I think the reason why golden gavel is difficult is because there are so many criteria which need to be fulfilled. I think there are so many clubs who already got it. As our president mentioned, I think we will try to claim, so feedback accepted. You might be able to see a golden gavel instead of a golden gavel next term, but that's what the aim is.
Thank you, Mazahir. Any other questions? One more minute we can have. Any questions, or shall I ask one? Should I ask? Any guest would you like to raise your hand for this particular question? Any guest in the house, please? Okay, yes sir. So the question is, there are table topic speeches. So would you like to define the timings of the table topic speeches? Have you noticed in the meeting there is a proper time which has been dedicated to any particular table topic speech?
I didn't get it.
So there are table topics. There was a table topic session, right? So every table topic speaker has been given a stipulated time in which he or she has to deliver the speech, right? So I'm just asking that particular time window. So can you? What is the time window I am asking? Like given
that time.
yeah.
That was 2 minutes. 2 minutes.
Okay, so Okay, I'll elaborate it for you. Yeah, 2 minutes is the time. So the minimum criteria is 1 minute for any table topics, when the timer will show the green card, and then the yellow card will be shown at 1 minute 30 seconds, and then at 2 minutes, which you mentioned, the red card will be shown, and there will be another 30 seconds of grace period which will be given to the speaker, so that anything after 2 minutes 30 seconds, any speaker who gives speech more than 2 minutes 30 seconds will be disqualified. Okay, and this disqualification is also on the lower side. If anyone is giving speeches less than 30 seconds, then that speaker will also be disqualified. This was about the table topic speech. That was one random question which I wanted to ask. Okay, thank you so much. Are we ready with the results?
We have about 25 plus people sitting in the room, I counted. And we have 15 responses so far. I know some of us do not have internet. Is not working. I did mention some of us do not have a network. I'm not promoting any company over here. However, we appreciate if at least 2 or 3 more can come. There seems to be a bit of a tie between 2. So if any of you can even try. Otherwise, the rest of the results are okay.
Okay, I also do not have the network, so I might have to use any one of your phone. Okay, we please help me acknowledge the presence of our area director in the house, please, ladies and gentlemen. Vaishak Suresh, ladies and gentlemen. So, Vaishak, please come on the stage. I would like you to do that announcement. Please give it up for Vaishak once again, ladies and gentlemen. That announcement regarding the contest.
Okay, all right. The club, the demo contest. Okay. So, the contest season is coming up. The contest season for what you witnessed today, table topics and evaluation. So, in an evaluation contest, there will be a test speaker, as in just a sample speaker who will come and present a speech. The contestants would be evaluating them. So you would, let's say 5-6 people, they would be having their evaluation, and the best person who gave a really good feedback on this particular test speaker is the winner, basically. So that's the criteria for the contest. And then in table topics, the same thing. The only thing in table topics is that only one topic will be given to a set of contestants, and who presented the topic really well would be crowned the winner. So these contests are starting from September 1st. As in, every club can start organizing their club contests from September 1st. Before that, for the new fresh Toastmasters who are here and who really want to compete, give it a shot. On 24th, you have a demo contest, which is next Saturday. The format, whether it's going to be online, offline, and all those details, I'll let you know in the group itself, in the Whitefield group itself. And then you can come see the contest, see how it's going on, and then participate in it, right? Okay. Anything else? Thank you.
Thank you so much. Give it up for Vaishak once again, ladies and gentlemen. So as he mentioned about the demo contest, it will be on 24th. The posters will be out soon and all the details will be out. And we will be having a club contest next month. The details will be out. Mostly it will be in the 2nd or the 3rd week of September. Before the table topic and the evaluation contest, there will be educational session for table topics as well as evaluation session as well. So it will be either in the 1st week or the 2nd week of September. Details will be conveyed. And regarding, Radha, would you like to come onto the stage to felicitate the...
Just one thing, there is one special initiative from the UNESCO president where he's decided to acknowledge the effort of members or guests who have taken the stage, participated in the meeting. So I think I would request Toastmaster Mallikarjun to come on the stage and receive his certification of appreciation.
Can someone click a photo, please? Vashak, can you click a photo? Claps should go on, ladies and gentlemen.
For the second one, I would request Toastmaster Manoj also to be on the stage and give this certificate to your daughter.
Aradhya, please come on the stage. Sir, you have to hand it over to Aradhya. No, you please. I'll be there. I'll be here in the photo. You come here. Come this side. Thank you so much, Radhya. Okay, so we have the final results of the vote. I'll start from the best table topic speaker. And the best table topic speaker for the day is Guest Utkarsh. Best auxiliary role player for the day is Toastmaster Nitesh. Best role player, undisputable, Toastmaster Radha. Best speech evaluator for the day is Toastmaster Vaishak. And the best speaker for the day is Toastmaster Abhinesh. Guys, any signs, victory signs you have to show? Thumbs up. Jain, like that. Yeah.
The group picture.
Actually, in three, squeeze.
Okay.
3, 2, 1 more, and 1 less. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, guys. So, thank you so much, guys, for attending the meeting, and we will be conveying the location of the next meeting within 2 days. Okay. And on this note, I would like to end this meeting. We are almost on time, and I would like to adjourn this meeting with the stroke of gavel. Please come here for a group photo, and then we will have